Hi, this is a video for my alliance mate explaining my reasoning on symbiotes and their isos and how they work. So first of all, here's my team. Here's the isos level, here's the gear tier and the stars and whatnots. I'm gonna show you my T4s as well. Symbiote Spider-Man all T4s, Anti-Venom all T4s, Scream all T4s. Venom only has three T4s and Scream only has 2. These T4s mostly were done in a time that symbiotes were like really hot, so I wouldn't be investing as a new player as much on this team as I've been doing now, of course, because we've been seeing that these guys are a bit outdated, and the only sort of a measurement is the current end content Doom 1.1, and at the moment it seems that symbiotes and tech have the most trouble in there. So for that reason, it feels like these guys either are being replaced by a new raid team for bio, or might get a new member at some point. So my expectation is that they will be replaced by a new team. There has been some rumors already by Valley Flying on his channel about Thunderbolts, and I'm expecting that at least at the end of the year, when Eternals the movie comes out, the Eternals will be replacing these guys as the new hottest bio team. Alright, anyways, let's go into the nodes. So this is the first bio node. I'm going with the full bio team, and this is my composition of the team. I'm just using my Anti-Venom and Scream behind, on the ends, because I feel like they're more important than Venom and Carnage. So I don't want them to get killed. So that's why I have them on the sides. Symbiote Spider-Man definitely has the biggest ass, so he can stay in the middle. He can take the damage, so that's why he's in the middle. All right, let's go. 758,000 or something, if I remember right. I just saw it on the screen, but already forgot it. This is the first wave, and my tactic here is to unload on Miss Marvel, doing all the possible debuffs on her, so that I can use Anti-Venom's ultimate to give those buffs to my team. And at this point, well, I'm sort of lucky that I can spread these around, even though that's most likely usually the I don't remember his name, but the Kree, whoever, usually uses his special and cleanses at least some of those debuffs away. But I think I can just go basic and spread those a bit and go to the next wave. And now I can just do my special over there, and from now on I'm just basically saving my cooldowns for the next wave. But okay, here you can see Anti-Venom with offense up, defense up, speed up, and regeneration. And here you can see Proxima with vulnerability. So when I basic, I should be giving her offense down, defense down, slow, and bleed. And since he has vulnerability, he will get those 2 times. So let's see how it goes. Basic. He got some of them, but notice that she actually resisted some of them. So that's why when you got the iso8 attack doing it twice, you can actually land those even though at the first time you didn't get all of them at the same time. And well, she was sort of low, so she died before that actually meant anything, in a sense that I didn't get to use those debuffs a lot, but at least you got the idea. Let's give her some debuffs. There's he. Defense down, speed down, and bleed. Yeah, that's pretty okay. There's no vulnerabilities anymore in the field, and this is why it's a good idea to have a multiple, I don't know what to call it, but multiple people that can actually give those vulnerabilities in the field. Because Anti-Venom and Venom are both eating those vulnerabilities up really fast. Over there you can see Squirrel Girl having vulnerability and death up, and I'm hoping to use my Venom on her to flip that debuff. That's the other like great striker mechanic on this team. Because now if Venom goes there, you can see two, I don't know if you can see it here, but she has two defense downs, and when I hit her now, I would get that like almost certainly, even though she would resist the first one, or if there were multiple debuffs in there, you would hit those 2 times and flip them 2 times. So either you will be flipping several debuffs, or you're making sure that a character with high resistance, who would resist like the first one, would be getting it for sure because you're hitting it 2 times. So that's why the striker on Anti-Venom and Venom is really powerful. If Corvus would be surviving this attack, I would be giving him death down, speed down, and bleed, and I would be doing it 2 times if he would survive, but in this case he didn't. I think this node mostly you got the idea how it works. The second node is definitely you need to be playing it a bit more carefully, so I won't be explaining as much, but here you can actually see it in work a bit better. So there's like chances to make this work and see those abilities in work. So let's get at it. I don't have like super clear path on what to do here, but really gonna be starting with that to get the speed up. Then I'm usually stunning the Merc Riot card, just so he won't be giving the team death up and taunting. That's I don't, to me it feels like a good thing. Then I'm using that Scream Ultimate, and let's see, we have speed up and we have regeneration, and let's give her bleeds and speed downs 2 times. Here we can see there's no anything to flip on Venom, but at least when we got the iso8 attack we can do bleed 2 times. As we well know, all those debuffs that you do, they heal you. You can spread them around. There's like a lot of good things that you can have even with a single more bleed in a team. So that's why I feel like every single debuff that you do is really, really helpful. Too bad we don't have the vulnerability on Taskmaster, but at least we'll be flipping those a bit. So instead of offense up, he has the offense down. So that's like value. That's like really much value. It's like going from a buff to a debuff. It's like a lot of value. So let's get those buffs to us, and now you can see the point that we have a shitload of debuffs on buffs on anti-venom, and when I'm basicing anyone now, we're gonna be basically giving them all of these buffs as debuffs. So that's a really good thing. And when we have let's put a vulnerability in there, when you have it 2 times, we can do them 2 times. Even if they resist, they will have it. Look at how many debuffs Shocker or Electro or whatever his name or her name is, how many of those he has at the moment. Like, seriously. That's why I love anti-venom and venom as strikers. I think they're one of the best. Here's a good example. Jessica Jones has a loads of resistance, but now that I got to hit her twice, we actually get to land 3 of those buffs into debuffs that we had on our anti-venom. So that's like, yeah, that's really powerful. I'm just gonna be doing auto from now on, or maybe not. I'm gonna be saving those. I'm gonna be doing the next node. I think the minute and 45 seconds is enough to finish this. But while I'm talking, I'm definitely wasting time, so I'm just hoping I don't time out. But let's give those debuffs over there. Let's give you... I should have hit that Spider-Man symbiote just to show you how it works. But let's flip that speed up to slow. Like, that's the most value you can get in this game. Flip a buff into a debuff. That's like... insane. You got something into negative of that. That's like the most you can do, and that's really valuable. If you don't trust me, I don't know what to do after that. Okay, so I'm just gonna be spamming these and hopefully get them down before the time goes out. Need to hit Jessica Jones at least 1 more time. And let's just spam over there. I just go basic. Auto basic, I think that's enough. If you're wondering, of course, Fortifier on anti-venom is good. And I think it's okay, let's say it a different way. It's not bad. It's not the best possible, but it's not bad. I feel like it's definitely, there's a place for it, and the place would be, I would say, in a spot where your anti-venom gets killed a lot compared to the rest of the team. So don't get it wrong, it doesn't mean when he gets killed, but if he gets killed more than the rest of the team. So in that sense, it's unbalanced team. Your anti-venom is a lot lower than the rest of the team. Then the Fortifier can help to keep him alive so that the rest of your team can do their work better. But straight when you get to a point when your team is balanced, then you just need to play with their their strengths. And Fortifier doesn't actually give anything to the team. Well, except, well, there's the small nuance of the defense up, and I'm wondering if the minor defense up can be transferred into the enemy as a minor defense down. I have no idea if that works or if it's done like that, but yeah, if you know, if anyone else is watching this and you know, please drop a comment. I would love to know that, because I love all this theory crafting. It's like the thing for me in these types of games. So let's see. I'm usually going for Jessica Jones. I'm not worried about the Doctor Strange ultimate. because we don't have many buffs at this point, and I'm not gonna be using my ultimate before Doctor Strange uses his ult. That way, like the power of Doctor Strange is almost nullified. And from now on, it should be a lot easier. After this, I'm just trying to get Jessica Jones out of the field, because, of course, her cleanse is really harmful. And at this point, I think I'm gonna be trying to stun her. It's not an guaranteed thing. Of course, Jessica Jones has a lot of let's get those to the team. A lot of resistance, but my Spider-Man symbiote being striker gives us the chance to actually get it done. And if you have offense up, or they have Jessica Jones has defense down, or both of them, you definitely have a lot better chance to actually land those things. So on here you can see I have a lot of the buffs, and there's a vulnerability in there, so we can hit vision 2 times and give a lot of debuffs in there. Okay, so let's just, okay, we're not gonna be landing that, so let's just, no point in hitting what's her name, Megasonic Teenage Warhead, because the barrier mechanic is just insane. So please do not always leave her as the last tool on the field. We should be getting, there you can see, again, we got a lot of debuffs on Jessica Jones just because we had anti-venom with Striker and some buffs on her, on him. So that way we actually got to kill her in time. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the ability block on Moto. I'm sure everyone knows why we don't want those nasty heal blocks. Let's see, we don't have, let's give you a few more debuffs. I'm trying to find spots to actually use that anti-venom double tap as much as I can. So that's why I'm thinking about my targets a bit too long, and when I'm talking, I'm most likely going to be timing out. But here you can see it again. That Shocker is going to be getting a lot of debuffs. That Venom Basic didn't do mostly nothing, but it doesn't matter. Let's just keep on doing. I'm not being super careful at the moment because I want to get this as far as I can. So I'm just spamming my abilities. I should probably just go auto because that's faster. So let's just do it. Let's continue. Let's target Moto. I think he's the... Okay, now we're definitely targeting Squirrel Girl. Hopefully get something. There you can see we got the vulnerability, we got the double tap, and we got a lot of debuffs on Squirrel Girl, which is really nice. And as you can see, we didn't get the speed down, but at least, because she resisted, but at least we got 2 hits and 2 chances to land that speed down, or the slow, on her. And that's really important, because as you can see, they can resist those hits sometimes. So that's why it's really good to have those double taps, so you can do as many debuffs as you possibly can. But yeah, talking about it, I probably can one-shot this by just going auto from the start and just picking my targets. But at this time I'm gonna be timing out. But I'm hoping you got the idea on how to and why I use the iso8s as I use them, and gives you an idea on how to play with this team as well. So it's important to pick targets for your Scream and your Spider-Man symbiote and your Carnage, so you can give important tunes those vulnerabilities. And after that, it's important to know your target when you're hitting them with anti-venom and venom, so that you can get the maximum value of those. So flipping buffs into debuffs with venom, doing it 2 times on a character that has like 10,000 buffs, it's really good. And spreading your buffs as debuffs to the enemy team 2 times is super important and super powerful. But yeah, that's it. Hope you got something out of it. And thanks for watching, and bye.